Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley Sisters. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally Knitting, and this is episode 289.
And I'm Allena, also known as Starnitz. Today is September 14th. This is our monthly podcast. If you're a first time watcher, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. You can find our show notes at the Weasley Sisters podcast.wordpress.com, where we link to everything we talk about.
Yes. So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us.
So, do you
Mojo.
have
I have
any mojo?
I have none.
Okay,
Zero.
I have a couple of things. I'm going to see if I can find pictures. So I finished two hats. I finally finished Bella's sock head hat.
Yay.
Here's a picture. She took it with her.
Oh, cute.
So that turned out really good. I'm not sure if she's ever going to wear it, but whatever, it's done.
Oh.
And then I also I knit and finished in a day a bulky hat. I have a
Super
picture of it
cute.
on a mannequin for one of our coworkers. It was her birthday. She was turning 21 or 22. And so I could knit that up for her.
Fun.
And then I also finished this shawl for Hazel, and I
Yay.
do have sent it already. Here's the right side. I actually have to sew in the ends.
That's a beautiful.
Yeah. And I took pictures and I just have to mail it to her, basically.
That's awesome.
But
She's gonna
that's my
love it.
mood. Hmm. Do you
That's
have
awesome.
any works in progress?
Yes. I'm currently working on a boneyard shawl in handspun. It's my purse project, so it's not really able to be shown all that well. But yeah, there that is. It's in my little whip bag from Starnets.
Very cool.
Um, but yeah, I still have like a big chunk of yarn left, so I'll be working on this in a while for a while. But yeah, that's just what I throw and attach on my purse and carry along with me everywhere. I also have,
I'll
well,
be right back. You keep talking.
not in the past few weeks, but when I was done spinning during Tour de Fleece, I like pulled out um, this sweater for Joe, which is the Spice cardigan by Drea Renee Knits, which is Andrea Mowry. So that's the Spice cardigan for Joe. I started it, I think, over a year ago. Um, I have the sleeves already knit. That was done a while ago. And it's done out of hand spun. I have a blue and a gray that I'm using. I believe it's Cormo and Thin. Let me see the tags. Yeah, Cormo and Finn that I carded up and then spun. Um, and then I had pulled it back out, like I said, right after I was like in the summer of actually crafting, and I um, had to place some pockets here, and then I have to go to like 15 inches. So I actually made some progress because I think the last time I ever showed it on here, it was like under the pockets. So
Yeah,
it's grown.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But I should start working on it again, because it's been a few weeks since I worked on it. But life.
Yeah. Which is why we're podcasting in September and not August because
Did we miss August?
yeah, it got away from us. And
Oops.
August truly did happen.
It did. It just went really, really fast. But that's basically my whips. I would like to start something else, some sort of sweater, maybe for myself. Another one, like a short sleeve. Another one that I can wear. Um, that I can wear. Sorry, I'm like my brain is tired. But yeah, I don't know. I have a bunch of hand spun that I just finished this summer, so I have like a couple different options that I would like to maybe cast on
That's
for
exciting.
something. But I should probably finish Joe's first.
He might like that.
Probably. Anyways, what about you?
So, as for knitting, my yarn store is doing a craft along. So, we're doing two shawls, and I'm almost done with the crocheted one. It's the
Fun.
Orchid Path by Cottingham, and I'm working on it.
Ooh.
It's mosaic crochet, like the end is.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm using DK weight. The pattern calls for fingering. Um, so I have a few more repeats, or I think I have like 1.5 repeats of the chart left to do before I'm done. So that's what I'm using. So I'm using let me see if I can find the yarn tags for this. They should be in here. Okay, here they are. So I'm using 3 colors. The pattern calls for 2 colors, but because I'm using DK weight, I have to use more. So I went into my stash and pulled out some Mitchell's Creations yarn, and that's this one. Sorry, I'm at the end of my ball, so it looks really messy. So this one was her Who Said Unicorns Aren't Real colorway in her Parish lines, which is a 4-ply DK weight. Oops. So that is her logo. And then the dark teal, this one is a new line that we're carrying at Fox River Fibers. It is West Yorkshire Spinners Fleece. It's blue BFL DK weight, obviously, because I'm using DK weight. And then the last one, the lime green, which I only have this much left of it, which I'm finished with it, is Hedgehog Fibers.
Oh, okay.
And I got this at Wool & Company when we went last month or 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that really
that's
2 months ago? That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm like currently working on. Like I'm so close. I need to finish it like hardcore. And then I started on the first when our knit along or craft along started. So we're doing glass houses, which is a knit pattern, and I started it. And I'm using my cat sushi bag because it's amazing.
Love that bag.
And this yarn is Fairy Tale Yarn Company. It used to be Fairy Tale Knits. So when I got it, it was Fairy Tale Knits, but now it's Fairy Tale Yarn Company. And the other colorway is just Heritage from Cascade 220. Or not Cascade 220, Cascade Heritage, which is their fingering weight.
Yeah.
And this is the pattern. Oh, just kidding. I don't have a picture. Let me pull out the pattern.
Oh, cool.
It's hard to see. Let me see if I can get it closer.
That's
so
good.
it just uses 2 colors and it makes it look like that. So you can look at my link on Ravelry and it has the stuff. But those are the 2 things I'm actively working on. There's other things that I should be working on, but I'm not. So, yeah.
It happens. That's
anyway. That's it. Okay. So I have a ton of you spin me right. Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, you spin me right round.
There we
go. So I don't believe I showed these. I think I was in the middle of working on this, a hobbledehoy mashup, which I was spinning when we went on our little mini meetup. Was that in July? that we went,
Oh yeah.
right? The end of July?
Yes, it was the very last weekend of July.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. It seems like not that long ago.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
I believe in my notes it says I used 5 braids of 20 ounces, or I mean of 4 ounces, the 20 ounces total, 5 braids of fiber. Um, and it ended up with 2 skeins, which from my data list, it's like they're big skeins. Um, but
So like
I did
this
not
each.
count up the yardage yet because I don't know, just lazy, I guess. I haven't done that. And then like life happened, school happened, and I've been busy ever since. Um, but it smells good, like soap. But yeah, so that's that. It's like a fingering weight 2-ply, or even I don't know. Some of it's even thinner. It's pretty fine, and it's
That's
a merino. I think a merino and tencel. I don't even have any of the tags here. I'm sorry. I'm like the worst podcaster ever. Um, I think it was maybe Super Rush Merino and or bamboo. I don't know. It's got like a really nice drape. I have no idea. Maybe I'll look it up and I'll put it in the notes for people who
yeah.
are more curious. Or I think I posted it on Instagram. This one. I think. I don't know. Anyways,
It's okay.
sorry. Next up, I have some Southern Cross fiber. I had 6 braids of fiber, but 2 in each colorway, and I spun um, them a bob in each of the colorways, and then I plied them together. So this is like a much more dark, deep,
Oh yeah. But
and
is
it's
there
a
like
tree.
blue in it?
Yeah, it's like blues. And here, let me find my photos real quick. This lighting in here is crap. You're like, that looks a little better from there. Does that
Oh
look better?
yeah. Yeah.
There we go. It's got blues and pinks and like um I don't know, some like rust colors and teal and purple and green. Lots of fun colors. Let me pull up.
You said that was Southern Cross fiber?
Yes. Oh, so that's like washing it out really bad. I wonder if I can like. No, that's
So
horrible.
they'll just have to click the links. You'll link to
Yeah,
it somewhere.
yeah. I wonder if this will look. Here's a picture of the bobbins. That
Yeah,
looks
that
horrible
I could.
too. So my lighting is crap. Look on Instagram. I posted those pictures on Instagram. They look fabulous on there. But it's
And if you
really
put the link in the show notes, then they can just go to our show
yeah.
notes and click to the link.
I will do that. But yeah, it screams like fall to me. The
Yeah.
colors very autumnal. Autumnal. There you go.
Yes.
I also did not check the yardage on this, but it's a true 3-ply, and I'm guessing like a heavy DK or a regular DK, and that's it.
That's cool.
That's it.
Okay.
And after that was done, I stopped spinning because life.
So I started the fiber pool fiber and then I finished it from last year at SSK and I actually finished it. So um I forgot to bring it up here.
Oh,
But I will link to I think I might have taken a picture. If not, I'll just show it next week or next month if I remember, which there's no guarantee that I'll remember. So I've been spinning um, some CVM for a sweater spin, like the whole fleece.
Very
And
cool.
this is three bobbins that or three skeins that I finished. And it's like a bulky yarn. So I still have one of these in half. This is the bat that I'm spinning. And I have all of these bobbins. And these are the electric e-wheel 6. So they're 8-ounce bobbins. I have more. Sorry. And I'm spinning one bobbin currently. So I have 4 bobbins to ply up still,
Yes.
and I have one more that I'm spinning, and I'm doing it I'm doing a true 3-ply for these. Yeah, 3-ply. And it's like I said, I think they're like a bulky slash air and weight. Well, when I wash them, I think they're going to be bulky because right now they're looking Aran to me, but I haven't washed them yet. I'm waiting till all of the skeins are done to wash them all together. Um, just because that's how I roll. But I do have the measurements on these ones. Um, this one's 143 yards. This one is so this is my CVM Romneydale fleece that I processed, 184 yards. And this one is 159 yards.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm hoping I'll have enough to knit Andy the smokehouse sweater. I pulled it out. Let me look. I put it in my queue. Um, sorry, we're like looking at our phones all the time.
I know. This is like
But-
we're not that prepared today.
so I put it in my queue. Yeah, by Jared Flood in the Son of a Stitch and Bitch book. Um, the smoking. Let me pull the picture up. It uses bulky yarn, and
Okay.
Andy would love this in that yarn. And I tried to get him to pick out buttons this last weekend at Wisconsin Sheep and Wool because there was a lady who was selling buttons, but he didn't like any of them. Anyway, so that's what I'm spinning that for. And then when I was at Wisconsin Sheep and Wool, I pulled out some. I brought my wheel, like not my electric eel wheel because it has the CVM Ramadale on it, but I pulled out some fiber from my stash. I'm trying to pull it out of the bag, and I'm doing a mashup. So I'm using this Creatrix fiber, which is a merino bamboo, naturally dyed with grape pomace. So it's like a light silvery purple. And then
That's
I
cool.
am gonna apply. I'm just gonna do a true 2-ply with this one, this colorway, which reminds me of Halloween. And this is a Tarji silk and bamboo um, from Gwen Aaron that I got probably a couple of years ago when I would see her all the time at shows. So I love her. This is a combed top. I love her fiber and how she dyes it. So anyway, so that's my spin in progresses. Um, and like I said, I didn't bring up my yarn that I finished, which was the fiber pool from, oh, I might have taken a picture of it though, from SSK last year. I'll look and see if I have a picture um before SSK that I took it because I finished it before SSK. So no, I oh wait, yeah, here. So I finished it. Did I show that last time?
I can't
I
remember.
spun up because Jillian Moreno did a fiber pull. So it's a true 3-ply. I got 456 yards and 13 wraps print. So it's like worsted. So or
It's cool.
whatever. So here's another picture. And then I also finished, which why don't I have this on there? I also finally finished my mashups that I started last year. I finished the first half last year after um, Tour de Fleece, and then I started and finished the second half of my mashup with the Sun Valley Fiber and Zephyr Creek yarn, and I finished and I got totally a 1624 yards, 1,624 yards with about 14 wraps per inch. So it's fingering. And so this was the Zephyr Creek fiber. And then this was some fiber I got on SSK's give and take table last year. And that's when I
Oh,
started spinning it. And I spun like the first two braids together last year. And then for Tour de Fleece this year, I spun this. And so I finished it. And I have that finished. And I want to knit a sweater from that. So yeah. Okay. So that's all my spinning. And I'm sorry I didn't have actual fiber or yarn to show you. I have a lot of other
so
stuff to show you though later. So, binging, have you been reading any books or watching any TV shows?
um yeah, Chloe and I watched a season or two of Next in Fashion, which was fun. It's on Netflix. I'm trying to think what else we've watched. Troopin's been watching through SWAT, and then a new season came on, so we've been slowly starting to go through that. We haven't been watching anything too crazy much, and I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I'm like tired. I apologize. And books, I've been reading some or listening to some. I don't know, nothing noteworthy. I'm trying to think. I didn't write anything down. I fail. Um,
It's
but no, I don't know. Nothing noteworthy. What about you?
okay. So I lately have been like within the past couple of weeks, like 2 weeks, I've been watching Call the Midwife's new season.
Oh, I didn't know they
And
had a new one
then
out.
I started Wheel of Time over again.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started the Wheel of Time over again because they brought out a second season. So I forgot. And I'm watching through the first season. But I've been reading a crap ton of books. So all the books that I was reading last time, so that's Wild Magic, Jane Frost #6, The Dragon Keeper. And then I read this really quick book called The Perfect Brew. And it was kind of promising, but it was a major letdown in the
Hmm.
finishing of it. Then I read a book called So Charming and Wonderful. And oh, my thing, it just cycled through. Um, it was such a charming book, and I really enjoyed it. And then I read Murder on the Links, which is the second book um, in the Hercule Poirot series by Agatha Christie. And then I read The Hobbs Bargain, which is one of Patricia Briggs's like first novels, and that
Oh,
was
okay.
interesting. And then I read I was like finishing all the books. I was like sewing straight. I was like sewing like crazy for um all the shows that I was doing. And So that's why I finished all these books. So then I read Magical Midlife Love, which is the fourth book in a series that I was reading. And it was kind of annoying because it took like 4 books to get there, and I was just annoyed. Um, then I read Junkyard Bargain, which is the second book um, by Junkyard Bargain is by Faith Hunter, and it's a second book, and it was good. It was kind of short, but it was good. And then I found the third book on the Audible like subscribe thing. So I'm gonna try and listen to that because it was short. Um, and then I reread Made in the Shade because I had read it a while ago and I wanted to read the second one, Throwing Shade. So I reread the first one and then the second one, and I really liked that series. And I went to get the third book on Audible, but they're not on Audible anymore. So I am sad because I really liked those books. And then I finally read Mercy Thompson 13, Soul Taken, and I really liked it. And then I was glad that I read it. I don't know why I put it off for so long, but it was really good. And then I've also I'm still going. I have a ton. And then I read Sweep of the Heart, which is like I think it's the 6th book in the Innkeeper Chronicles by Alona Andrews, and that one was really good too. And I had been reading that when they put it out on the blog. Um and then they took it off the blog to make it into a book, an
Oh,
audiobook, so I listened to it, and it was really good. So I didn't actually get to finish it at the time. So then I finished it last week. And then I read Ella Enchanted again for my Read It and Watch It book club that I'm a part of. And we watched Ella Enchanted on Sunday. I'm currently reading Psychic Sugar Rush, which I'm not too invested in. And it's like one of those free books I got. Um, and then I started reading Salt House Place. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free book once a month. And some of my friends we were gonna do a buddy read with this was one of the books, and I got into it. I started it, but I really don't like the main character, so I never finished it. So I'm still reading it. Um, but we were supposed to read it in August, and I did not finish in August. And then I started reading this book called Dragon Shadow, and it's like a cutesy book. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet. I just started it. And then I also just started The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. And that one was recommended to me by a couple of people. They said it's really good. So, and by just started, I mean just started. So yeah. Anyways, so that's it. Um, yeah. Random randomness. August was crazy because I had so in July we went to the that little weekend away, and then I came
hmm.
back and I went to Michigan Fiber Festival, and then I started a new job, and then I just went to Wisconsin Sheep and Wool this last weekend. So it's been a little crazy, and I'm so tired, and I think my internet is being a jerk again.
It's cutting out a little bit, but I can hear you for the most part.
So I don't know. I hope it's not like messing up too much.
Yeah, August was
So yeah.
crazy. Well, I mean, like we
Anyway,
just had our end of summer stuff, um, and then we just took Leah to college um, on the 2nd, and school started up before that. So like I had to get into our little classroom and like set stuff up during the middle of August. Um, and yeah, it's just been busy. And I feel like we started early with school compared to the public schools. So we're already in, I think, week 4, which is crazy. Um, and yeah, I don't know, just been busy. And like Truman and Chloe are in sports and
Yeah, so
just go,
Bella
go,
moved
go, go,
out last
go.
week, and yeah, and she started college too, and I think she's liking it. Um, but it's crazy, and I am so tired. But I did get some stuff at Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. Do you want to see?
Ooh, yes, of course.
So I had so it came so uh it's so close that I drove home, and then Andy came with me on
Oh, nice.
Saturday and Sunday. So it was just easier. Anyways, so he was there on Saturday. So the one of the things I stopped, I met this lady, her name's Meredith, um, Fox River Fibers. She had came in, and so I talked with her. So I wanted to make sure I stopped at her booth. So I got this fiber.
It's beautiful.
Look how pretty it is. It's like fluorescent. Um, Knits and Pearls is the name of her company. Let's see if that'll focus on there. And this one's called Mermaid Rave. It's Rambouillet. So am I even like coming through? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
And then I went to okay. So then I went to this one booth, and it's called Fresh Lotus Design. And I got it's like pink. I don't know. I was in like a pink mood, I guess. Pinks and purples.
It's pretty.
And then and I also got this from Knits and Pearls. So this one is Shaniko with acrylic and rayon in it. I haven't spun Shaniko before. It's like a merino blend, I guess.
Hmm.
It's like a bunch of dyers have this now. But I had never heard of it before. So
Neither
this
have
one
I.
is the other one I got. And I don't know, can you see the little tweed parts in
Yeah,
it?
a little bit. It's pretty.
Yeah. So I'll tell you how it is. Can you see the tweed parts? It's like washed out. It's like a teal with like green. So um there's more. I promise you there's more. So those were some of the things I got. And then I got um from Bricolage Studios some more Rambouillet, and it's like I guess it was in a purple mood that day. So it's got like purples and teals in there. And then I also got from them, she had Dana from Supernova Dye Works with her in the booth. I and it is like what is it? Here it is. So they are bats, merino, silk, and flax. And then the top is merino, flax, and silk. So this one is the top, and then this one's the bat. So they did like a collab. So that's what I got. So like, let me show you their business cards. So there's, let me see if that'll show. So Supernova Dye Works and Bricolage, which I believe Bricolage is Madison based.
Okay.
And then Supernova, she's not Madison based, but they're so it's just really cool. And I was talking to them. And then, okay, this is the last thing I bought. Then I went and from um, Sherwood Forest Farm. Is that showing?
Yes.
He's a local farmer um, that raises sheep. So it is he's from Sherwood, Wisconsin. And this is a blend of BFL, Teeswater, and Coopworth. Like the sheep he has are like a crossbreed. And so, and then this has some bamboo in it. Look at this. It's like the brightest green
That's fun.
ever. I love it. And it's like totally washed out on the screen, but yeah. And then same thing with this. This one is Mystical Unicorn. This one is called Parakeet. So think of one of those green parakeets. That's the color. And this, so yeah,
Very cool.
that's all the fiber I got. So, um, oh, here's his business card. So this is long wool sheep, and it's like the softest wool that I'm feeling. And then he had samples of it spun up, and it was just so lovely. So I can't wait to try it. So yeah, that's my fiber
cool.
additions. I guess I went a little fiber crazy this summer. Fiber, because I showed you the stuff I got from like SSK and stuff. So yeah. Anyway,
Fun.
so yeah, Wisconsin Sheep was a lot of fun. I really like that show. I met a lot of the Madison Knitters Guild people, like some that I met at SSK, and they introduced me to some more. So it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
And then I saw so many people. It was so much fun. But yeah. Anyways, so we're just talking, and I feel like my internet is like making the recording go in and out. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and we'll talk to you guys next month. Um, and hopefully we'll have more projects done to talk about.
Sorry. I'll
So
try
yeah.
harder.
All right, we'll talk to you guys next. Well, me too.
Bye.
I did. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.